loving your enemy. So I'm a martial artist, and I've been doing martial arts my whole life, and I'm a lethal person. And the most powerful thing a martial artist can do, or a person can do in any kind of situation, especially any kind of confrontation, physical or spiritual, is that love your enemy. Because love is spirit, love is divine, love is that divine bliss that, as it was described from a video I watched, that basically transcending into spirit is like drowning and finally emerging into the sweet air and finally sucking in that air, and it's just that breath of relief, and that is how you feel all the time. And most of the time people, when they're angry, when they're in a confrontation, most of the time they're fighting over energy. And if you can send them love without, and just bypass their whole game of how they're trying to ploy or steal or like ask for love or any of this other kind of thing, that you just give it to them unconditionally, that without asking, you just emanate it from you at all times. Now, some people will come up to you and they'll try to parasite off you, that they'll follow you around and try to suck off, and that's where wisdom has to come above your love, and it has to mitigate that. Not saying don't love that person, but there's a more efficient way to love the universe and to spread consciousness and to raise our awareness at this time. And it's not going to be just throwing pearls to swine, throwing your love to somebody who is not going to use that love to make them grow. They're going to use that love to help them be more complacent, to take that love as an affirmation for their current circumstances. That love is not going to grow on itself, because every time that you spread energy, you want to invest it. And because we are infinite beings, but we have a limited amount of the infinity that we have control over is contained within a border. As the seam harming describes this very well. It's very complex if you're not a science person. But that you can go infinitely outward and infinitely inward, and depending on where we are in that spectrum is how we can only interact with certain degrees of size, of scale, that we can interact with. And love transcends all of these scales. Love transcends all of these games in this way, that love emanates from everywhere at once, because it emanates from source in every particular point that we have. And that love is the most sweetest thing, and that love is what's going to rise us up. And
love. Love. Blessings. We are so excited that you are where you are right now. You are, who knows where exactly you are on your journey of awakening, but let this one tell you that it does just get better and better. And everything now is, as he was saying, exponentially speeding up, increasing the consciousness as love infiltrates into the hearts across the planet. Love in equal bounty across the whole planet. Our consciousness as our human divine consciousness just grows, and it grows and it grows and it grows. And that's the whole idea, is that we who are choosing love now, and of course the other option that we only need to say a second about is choosing fear. Oh, please, who would want to choose fear when love is so grand? And when you can go up to someone and tell them that you have a crush on them, and it's just kind of like, whatever.
And don't be afraid to love, because it's the way. what I find to be the most important thing is that in this way that you can walk up to a random person and show them love, that breaks the social stigma, that breaks everything out of the way, that breaks this whole social monotony of mediocrity and all of this separateness. When you can just walk around and love people and be open.
It's so much more fun that way. We're all still simultaneously babies as we are children, as we are, sometimes slip into adolescence, and we're adults and elders. We have this all within us, and the child that the divine child that you have within is just bouncing around, and it just wants to come out now. It's okay to just do things that little children do. This is the return to innocence as well. So, be spontaneous in your love. Like, if you want to go skipping around town picking flowers and giving them to people, then, like, great, do it. Anything that comes to your mind, just don't discourage yourself. Like, choose not to have any fear about what you're capable of, because what one can do, all can do. You wanna do a song? You wanna improvise a song for the love of the universe?
Yes.
You wanna start the beatboxing?
Yes. The love of the universe is what we represent in love.
Love of the universe.
We have a spiritual awakening. What we know about the love is what we face. We know what it happens to be really shared, not all love inside. Yes, indeed.
Get down, down, down.
Mother Earth, you know that we do share this beauty inside our minds, inside our souls, and inside our minds. Yes, indeed, that's the idea of the whole entire shebang, or the game, or whatever you want to call it. Yes, that's the love of the universe.
That's the whole shebang.
That's the whole shebang of the universe.
And it just keeps on banging. Expanding. Exploding.
Exploding in the direction of where we're facing.
Higher.
Fly higher.
And
High. Here we go now. What's it going to be now? Facing the direction of where we want to face. Left, right, behind us or below us. We don't really know which way it's going to go. I am rapping just to have a good time, and to be really knowing what the bebop sing is always what we need to do in life, is to enjoy the beat of the love of the universe. The beat of the love of the universe. The beat of the love of the universe.